I just can't take this. I really can't take people and technology. Hello, is this on? Is this on? Can you hear me? Public service announcement. Just want to let you know that the Sony A7 IV overheats, and I don't care. Oh, and one other thing. Water's wet. I think it's time to get undone. We don't actually say that at all. We say, "Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go!" Woo! All right, so I'm just on here making a really quick video because I want to talk about this whole issue, this whole sort of scandal, if you want to say, about this camera, the A7 IV, and the apparent overheating issue that people are having. A lot of people are making videos about it. And I wanted to make this video just to kind of respond to some of those videos and some of the concerns that people may have about this particular camera. This video has not been sponsored by Sony or anybody else. And I just want to say, first and foremost, this camera is absolutely amazing. If you pick it up for the right reasons, using it for photography or video work, you are going to be super impressed by it. You're going to love it. Now, I also want to make a disclaimer that I am not, some super tech nerd. I haven't put this through all of its, rigmaroles and all of its strenuous testing. That's not my job. I'm a creative. I'm a director. I'm a digital storyteller. That's what I do. I use these as tools to tell stories that I want to tell. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is shooting in 4K at 60 frames per second. That's an amazing feature. I love it. I love the fact that even though this camera is only shooting in APC Super 35 crop mode, that the 4K 60 looks creamy, buttery, smooth. It's beautiful. It's 7K scaled down to 4K, so it looks really sharp, really crisp. The colors are there because you can do it in 10-bit or 8-bit color space, so it really looks nice in that capacity. Now, the issue that arises is that some people are saying that when you shoot in 4K 60, that the camera overheats rather quickly within like 25 to 30 minutes of using it. And even if you're not filming, it'll still overheat and you'll have to cool down the camera. Now, I've experienced this problem, but I really don't think it's an issue because of the fact, number one, I really don't think that people should be shooting in 4K 60 indefinitely. Like, why would you want to be shooting in 4K at 60 frames per second over, 20 minutes? 60 frames is designed for slow motion footage. Anything that's higher than 30 frames per second is really considered high frame rates, which is really used for specialized shots. Now, if for some reason you wanted to create a movie that nobody asked for, Gemini Man 2, then maybe I can see why you would want to shoot, continuously in 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second. But at that point, what I would encourage you to do is then look at a camera like the FX3 or the A7S Mark III, which leads into my next point. This camera sensor is like 3 times the resolution of the A7S Mark III or the FX3. So you have to remember it's actually shooting 7K, scaling it down to 4K, and it's doing all that processing internally at 60 frames per second. So you are going to get heat. That's going to provide a lot of heat because it's processing all of that information. So think of it as a jack of all trades, master of none. You got to give a little to get a little. The other reason why I feel like this is a non-issue is because the A7 Mark IV has so many dope features, from focus mapping to the focus breathing settings, to all of the photography settings, to the customizational settings, to some of the newer physical features as well, of the locking of the dials and things of that nature. There are so many new and exciting things to use within this little body here, within this little camera, that to pick on this one thing and to say that it overheating because you're shooting in 4K at 60 frames per second and you want to shoot for 2 hours and you can only shoot for an hour, or you can only shoot for 45 minutes, is kind of silly to me. But I'm coming from the days of the A7S Mark II, where first of all, you had terrible battery life, which is maybe 20, 25 minute battery life. And on top of that, it would overheat for anything, for just shooting in 24 frames per second. And the last reason for me the Sony A7 Mark IV overheating is not an issue to me is because there are so many simple ways to rectify this issue. Outside of nitpicking and complaining, here are some of the ways that you can actually solve this issue. The first thing you can do is you can go into your menu settings and go under setup, and then under setup you want to go to the power settings options. Then under power settings options you want to jump into the auto power off temp option. Now, when you go into that option, it's going to be set to standard. Once you see that it's set to standard, you want to change it to high. What this is going to do is it's going to allow the inner core temperature of the camera to slightly be raised while you're filming. So instead of it cutting off at, let's say, 15-20 minutes when it warms up, it may give you a little bit more time before it actually shuts off. The next thing that you can do that is really, really practical is just open up the screen. So instead of having your screen right on the back of the body where the sensor is, right over here, what you can do is you can just open it up and you can film, you can record, and that's actually going to, from the videos I've seen and from the tests I've done, it's going to give you about 15, 20, 30 minutes more time of shooting. And that's only if you're shooting in the highest quality possible at the highest frame rate possible. So keep that in mind. The other way that you can rectify this problem is just by using an external recorder, by using an Atomos Shogun or a Ninja 5 or whatever else, right? And just connect your camera to an external recorder. And that should actually rectify a lot of the issues in terms of the processing, because now you're not internally processing all of that data, but now you're doing that externally through one of the monitors or recorders that you have. And now if none of those other things work, then just pour water on it or dip it in a lake and you should be good. That was a joke, ha ha ha. Yeah, okay, it was a joke. Anyways, those are my thoughts on this looming issue and this controversy that's been swirling around on YouTube and on some of the blogs and things of that nature. I would love to know your thoughts. Is this a problem for you? Is this a deal breaker for you? Have you already experienced this? Have you tried some of the solutions that I suggested? Do they work for you? I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. And until the next time, please subscribe, like, and share, and stay blessed. Peace.